Ugly motherfucker.
The aliens won't let it happen. You reveal all their secrets.
Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bound.
An alien kept deep under the ground in Area 51.
If aliens are real.
The truth is, Macy, we haven't actually made direct contact with aliens yet.
It's unexplained aerial phenomenon.
Midnight aliens.
The Midnight Alien.
Midnight aliens.
The Midnight Alien.
We are back. Yeah. For the third time. This is our third take, unfortunately, because
We messed up.
well, Kuhn hit the wrong button, but whatever. Welcome to the Midnight Aliens. Barrow, self-proclaimed host, self-proclaimed subject matter expert on hosting. So yeah, we're coming at you live from Belgium. We flew all the way out here to good old South Russia.
Yeah.
And
We wanted
decided
the original Waffle Hut.
Yeah. We want to be a lot closer with our ancestry, which that is a good announcement. I did get my ancestry results finally after like 8 weeks of waiting.
You're black.
And stuff.
What
Yes.
are you?
You're
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
He's part trigger.
I'm 4% two different kind of black. Which I don't know, dude. We'll go over it later. Anyways,
Isn't everybody a little black?
we're no, just
Once you go black,
Well, I have black hair.
I don't know.
Well, once you go black, you can't get credit. Anyways,
You just shot.
besides that,
you just get food stamps. You get red
yeah,
line.
regardless of that. But go around the table, introduce everybody.
Our guest is
Senior 556.
it's me, Kuhn. Faded right here.
Bams. Didn't we do this?
Again.
Let's just take 3, folks.
Yeah, we messed up.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's our fault.
Yeah.
I mean, we should have put the red button far away, but you know.
Just use the last one and then cut it.
We don't do cuts. No.
Huh?
For me or?
No, for you, yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, like we said last cut, I don't know. Do you want to jump on the topic or do you want to kind of talk about what we're talking about?
Just go. Just
I guess
flow
it's
it.
for me.
Let's
All
jump
right.
on the topic.
All right. So pretty much today, what we had planned was to talk about the recent school shootings at Florida. I don't remember if we talked about it last time. Did we?
Oh,
We
so
did.
we're not talking about you.
I don't remember if we talked
Long
about
time
what
ago.
Bear would do.
I think
He
we
said
touched
that
on
he
it.
would
No, yeah, we
thing.
touched on it.
he would have killed the guy and the kids. No. He
No,
killed
no.
everybody.
We just lock them all in the gymnasium, give them all a gun, and let nature sort out the rest.
So yeah, I don't remember what we talked about.
That.
or if that was on or off air, I don't remember.
No, that was on there.
That was on
No, it was on air.
Yeah.
Because you were asking me my opinion about the whole thing.
Have you guys seen that trailer? They have a bunch of veterans now going against guns.
What?
Yeah.
pencil pushers.
Yeah. They're a bunch of IT guys, probably.
All in the Air Force, never shot a gun in their life.
No, one of them was a SEAL, I think. The other ones were.
Very tricky.
Yeah, I mean, Navy SEALs, they get so much credit. I mean, yeah, they have great hair and they can balance a red ball on their nose, but really, just call them Green Berets or, Delta.
Delta Force.
It's funny. He was probably like SEAL Team 30 or something like that. He was on the F list, not
Said
the
he was
18.
one.
SEAL Team 1.
And against guns.
Yeah, I don't think there's a SEAL team.
They just paid him a lot of money. So.
Probably.
I don't know. I'll send it to you. You could.
Internet never lies.
He's a sellout.
Check your phone.
If it's true, then I'll get a hold of my SEAL and he'll go take care of it. But
It can't be as bad as that tranny SEAL.
oh jeez, dude, don't get me started.
They'll assume it's gender.
Oh no.
True. All right, so pretty much what were we talking about, Pete? Come on. Barry, you start.
No, school
Bear-
shootings.
Talking about
Guns are
beards.
bad. No one should have ammunition.
Didn't we want to talk about like America, right?
Yeah. So, Bear, when someone says America, what do you think? Besides cheeseburgers.
And bacon.
And pizza.
Burger King.
I think on the 8th day, God made the AR-15 so we could eliminate them dinosaurs with our natty ice in our hand.
No, a big asteroid hit the left side of the Earth, which hit the right side, made the right side flop off because the Earth is flat.
Yeah. Okay, now it all makes sense. And
So, Bear, what do you think about the creationists building the Noah's Ark here in the United States?
Why
No,
are we
you're
getting
not
off topic?
This is here in the United States, so I guess we're talking about
so are
America,
we just
So
BSing about America? And,
Yeah.
Okay.
pretty much. I
So
want to
just
know where you're.
random-
Because
are you
remember how?
Are you talking about the one in what is it, Illinois?
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Kentucky.
one that all the new atheists,
Illinois, Kentucky,
the
that's
new
what I said.
atheists we're talking about and protesting against.
You see that Satanist church I posted? They just built.
No.
They had a parade and everything. Big old devil parading down. No?
I never.
And all the symbols that you see on everything. I was like, whoa!
I
All the
thought that
symbols
was
in the church here. They all look like they're from movies and stuff.
I
I've seen
thought that
before.
parade was in honor of Hillary Clinton, but I could be wrong.
For Trump.
I refuse to go to gay parades. I'm sorry.
It probably was a gay parade. Satanist. Like.
So, what do you think about those types of religious views in the United States?
like artifacts and stuff like that,
I mean,
or just rebuilding the ark so people could actually see it.
that and the Satanist church doing their thing, blah blah blah. What do you think about
Extremists. It's
Yeah, extremists.
it's freedom of religion, man. That's what makes. I mean, we're not home right now, but Danka, we're not home right now or anything, but no, that's honestly what makes America great is that you can express those things and you could be completely wrong, like those morons and stuff, but you can express yourself, freely.
Unless you're a straight white conservative male.
and white.
Double white.
No, you forgot mayonnaise. But regardless, does it piss me off to see people burning the flag or stepping on it and stuff like that? Whatever. Yeah, it does.
Kneel.
Is it to kneel like Colin Kaepernick? I can't get a job or anything like that.
It's like millions of dollars.
It irritates me, man. But I mean, I can't get mad.
it's their freedom?
Yeah, no, I mean, my dad expressed to me, I think it was after my first tour, Papa Bear, he, which he'll be on the episode here in the near future too, so
In
we can ask
2020.
him questions like that. Nah,
Stay
not
tuned.
Vote Kanye 2020.
But no, he said he's down for coming out and doing an episode and everything, but he expressed to me when I came back from after my first tour and I was on leave and I got to go home and stuff like that, and that was my first encounter being disrespected in my uniform, because most of the time people are very grateful, they buy you something to drink, they buy you food or something like that, which I was always happy about. I like food, as you can tell. My
Fat
fat
boys.
ass. Yeah, and but my first experience, I had two different experiences within the same day flying home. One guy, obviously, total soy boy. I mean, just scrawny and disgusting,
Weak.
and yeah, he
Weak
asked,
sauce.
yeah, he weak sauce. Asked me, I don't want to go too much detail, but
Build the wall.
pretty much, was I proud of my service and killing kids and all this other stuff, whatever. He's trying to, I don't know, he was trying to start something and I didn't really pay too much attention to him, whatever, and then he just kept kind of bugging. And then later on in another airport, I think when I had just flown into home, when I flew into a local airport, a lady, same thing, kind of an attitude with me. She was giving me the sour face on the actual airplane because we flew in together, and then when we were departing out of the airplane, whatever, to go find our luggage, that's when she kind of approached me, and I told my dad about it. My dad never got spit on, but he got some nasty comments, and
Was it American Airlines? No.
they would drag you off.
They would just throw him off.
It was
Oh, you're airborne, all right.
It was Delta. Everybody else Delta. But he had told me about some of his experiences and stuff, and he said we fight for everyone. The freedoms are for everyone. The ignorant, the stupid, the appreciative, and the people who love and adore you and and actually like and appreciate what you're doing. And then you still fight for the morons and the hippies and, you know, the people that just want to do drugs all day and not do anything with their lives and stuff like that, whatever, and blame the government for pretty much everything. But they don't vote, you know, and, you know, they don't want to make a change.
They did true.
So it's just crap like that. So
illegal.
He's from Bangladesh. Nah.
I thought it was from Bangkok.
That was bad.
Yeah, he learned that in Harvard.
Bams.
No, that was school.
So you disagree completely like with something like North Korea, where the people are like forced to praise the military and all this other stuff they do?
No, absolutely. I disagree with it. I disagree with dictatorship. I disagree with this this one government controlling absolutely everything, and you know they have very limited internet access if they have any. You know, they don't have Facebooks or, you know, Instagrams or Kicks or freaking Snapchats and all that stuff, whatever. So,
But they have Twitter.
Allegedly, yeah. But yeah, I don't believe in the dictatorship, dude. Capitalism is an awesome program, and it's made a lot of people successful over many years, and a lot of people try to escape to America for the capitalist, you know, idea instead of the dictatorship, you know, stuff like that, or communists and, you know, communism or.
How many places have dictatorship? I don't know.
6 to my knowledge.
6?
Mm-hmm.
Name.
Venezuela, China, North Korea, obviously.
Oh yeah, that's the biggest one.
Cambodia.
Russia.
Technically.
Really?
Yeah, well, technically Cambodia, even though they have a president, it's just like North Korea where you vote for him and him only.
Oh, okay. And then there's Putin, you know, Russia. And
United States.
Almost.
We got like pick Trump or Hillary.
Oh my God.
Now the other country was like
Canada.
Iran.
Or
no?
Yeah, Iran.
No.
Iran.
Is that guy still in charge?
And I think
Saddam Hussein.
I think I think Venezuela and
blame it on the sun.
Venezuela and Brazil, I think, are under dictatorship too. And Cuba. You know,
Cuba.
under
I'm not
dictatorship.
sure about
That's
Brazil.
10? That's 9.
There is Syria with the whatever
Well, Syria they used to be, no, not anymore.
whatever his name is.
That was Egypt that they used to be.
Al-Bashar.
Because that's when they had that civil war, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean when the Pharaoh ruled?
Jerusalem chicken.
Yeah, but that dictatorship, man.
Moses
if it
like,
was,
nah, we ain't having that.
I don't believe it's successful because all of those countries have major problems. You know, China with their population problem, and you're forced into abortions, and you're only allowed 2 kids, 1 girl, 1 boy, and all that
Well,
crap.
2 if you live in the countryside because you need more hands on the farm.
Yeah.
1 if anywhere else, and you know you have to choose between a boy and a girl. So if the first kid's a girl, I'm sorry. Well, I'm just gonna take this coat hanger.
Yeah. Just toss them out the window or something like that. You know.
You brought shame on the family.
But it's
They
a
have a Jackie Chan dispenser.
it's a cutthroat. It's a cutthroat business, literally.
Just a knife to the neck.
So yeah, I don't agree with it. I think back home, dude, they're supposed to do like a military style parade for.
Yeah. What do you think about that
Trump.
shit?
What do you think about that?
I think
Is
it's
that a waste
awesome.
of money?
No, I think that's awesome, man.
Are we gonna have our big what do they call it? Or what are those? The
Our
stupid-
big missiles?
Yeah, the big missiles rolling out on
No,
the.
I
on
would.
the-
I
on the-
would. I would
on the
hope
cars.
not.
On the
I don't know,
trucks.
if they brought like the multi missile launchers, like they're on trucks.
MLRS.
I didn't mention it for a reason, but okay. Yeah, those big
The
rocket
nuclear
launchers.
ones. They're loaded.
And you know, like the cannons and like, you know, all that stuff, whatever. Yeah, dude, I think it's cool.
Where at?
Like we used to have
In DC.
during during 82nd week, they'd fire off cannons and stuff like that, dude. Like in the morning, it just gets you jumped, gets you hype. You know, it's just like you hear the booms, and you hear the rumble under your feet and stuff. You know, it's bad, man. It's super cool. I mean, I highly doubt they're gonna have stuff like that, but like just to tow, you know, a 105 or a 155 behind you and stuff like that, would be badass, man.
Waste of tax dollars.
Howitzers and freaking Abrams and and all that stuff, dude.
With the whole
I think almost everything
parade-
went to tax dollars.
with the whole parade thing, I can see why some people say it's cool, why some people say it's stupid. I err on the side of...
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't.
Yeah, I err on the side of,
Same
well...
I wouldn't care. Really, whatever.
Well, I don't care either, but if I had my say, it'd be no, because we're America. We're supposed to speak softly and walk with this big stick. We're not supposed to be in some pissing match with these dictator countries that have these giant military parades. It's like, whatever, do what you need to do, but we shouldn't have to show our meat to them.
I don't think it's showing meat, dude. I think it's just...
You think it's just good fun?
Yeah, I think it's just fun. If I had toys like that, I'd take them to a Veterans Day parade for sure, man. I'd be like, you drive this one, you
So
drive that
the
one.
parade was going down the street.
You do wheelies.
The parade was going on. Who would actually go? Who would actually go here?
I'd go.
Watching a rap video.
Well,
just got
if it's
bullets as a
locally,
chain.
I would go. But if it's like out of state or out of country, nah.
Nah. Let's say it's like 2 hour drive.
If it was back home within 2 hours, yeah, I would definitely go, man.
Within 2 hours?
Because it'd be an awesome experience.
If we carpool a bear, then I'll go.
Even if
Let's
it's
go.
like in our particular state's capital, I'd consider it, you know.
But you won't go.
Where's the parade at?
Huh?
Where's the parade at?
Korea?
Oh.
North Korea.
No,
If it was 2 hours from where we were at, would you go?
Yeah.
You would go?
That ain't 2 hours.
Huh?
No.
It's less.
No. I need 2 hours.
We're in North
10 minutes.
I thought we were in...
We're in Belgium, folks.
Let's just take Bear's private jet. It goes Mach 4.
We're all over the place. We're on Skype.
Yeah. You know the one thing better than Mach 4?
No.
Mach 5. There you go.
Mach tree.
No. No, it's better than Mach 5? My Mach 3 Razor. Because I haven't used it.
Yeah, you haven't used since the military.
All right, so from going from military, I mean, we kind of talked about how the whole church thing, like the whole Creationist Museum and the atheist parades. So do you think that should be allowed here in the United States?
What, gay parades and like Satanism parades and stuff like that?
Yeah.
It's freedom of religion, man. I mean, I don't particularly... What about me, man?
You don't have to like it. But it just happens.
So if they blaspheme your God,
Everybody
you have to
does
be
that.
okay with it.
Are you okay with people wearing the American flag as a bandana and as underwear and thongs and
Underwear, no.
cups?
Bandana.
You know, we do a whole bunch of disrespectful stuff.
Are they okay
You know,
with Kaepernick? No.
I mean, you go to
Don't let me catch
Walmart.
him on the street, I'll tell you that, man.
You go to Walmart, you go buy a hardcore rock shirt that has the pentagram and Satan on and everything, and Christians gonna be like, oh my god.
So do you think that's right, though?
But
Bear?
it just
I
happens.
don't think it's right, but it's their freedom, man.
Yeah,
It's your freedom to be wrong and stupid.
you don't have to buy that shirt.
Would you tell him anything?
Yeah.
What would you tell him?
Your soul's lost, bro.
Tell them get off my. Tell them get off my lawn.
I thought you were going to say something more epic, like
More ethnic. More ethnic.
You see that line? That's my property.
No, I was thinking,
I used to stay.
get off my plane.
Don't
Get off my
Don't
plane.
contaminate it with your stuff.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
no,
What do you
dude,
think,
I don't
Bams?
believe in American flag booty shorts and like all that stuff, dude. I
What about tattoos?
I don't want my flag on any type of privates.
You don't want
So,
the private
you know.
on the privates?
No, I don't want any private on privates, man.
E5 and above.
You five and above only. It's America.
All right, so what's next then?
How many 4-year-olds can you kick? Okay.
Can you kick?
What?
Depends how many are in front of you.
Alright, you're in a fight against 4-year-olds. How many 4-year-olds can you take out in one fight?
Before getting tired.
Let's say there's like
This is no rules, man.
no rule. Alright, you're
Negative,
at preschool.
no.
The only weapons you can have are what you can find on the
Those
playground.
4-year-olds are trying to kill you,
You run. No.
though.
You run.
They're Islamic 4-year-olds. What do you do?
They have AKs.
Gotta run.
But no magazines. You have the magazines behind you.
Throw.
What do you do?
Called capture the tag.
No magazines.
Stupid.
I just slap them with bacon.
So kind of go like what Spike does. Like what grinds your gears in America?
What grinds my gears?
Yeah. Or what really grinds your gears? With this country?
you kind
or
of
the country we're from.
you kind of mentioned it. You kind of mentioned it earlier.
I'm an American.
I
I'm on
honestly,
Skype.
I believe
What grinds your
the
gears?
government does waste money. I do.
That's something that
believe
grinds your gears.
No, I do believe that. You know, they.
Well, yeah, but your grinds. That's something that bothers you.
Yeah, no, it bothers me severely.
Welfare.
I don't think a lot of big corporations should have so many tax breaks that they do because everybody knows that they waste money.
Like the oil
Even,
memes. You spilled oil. America! We'll be there real quick.
Oh, that meme with the baby oil. Oh my god.
Do they make baby oil out of real babies?
No, I sent it to. I forgot to send you that one. But it's a mom sleeping and it's a baby in a crib.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
then-
you said
No, I
that.
did send it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and there's 4 soldiers around it. It's like, I just put baby oil on my
Protected
kid.
by-
Protected by the
Oh,
U.S.
man.
So is that one way of wasting money, going to get foreign oil?
For oil?
Yeah.
Well, really, with the foreign oil, if you look at it, no offense, but in my opinion,
In your humble opinion.
in my humble opinion,
Unbiased opinion. Nah.
I think a large part of the reason why we
Very
went to
triggered
Iraq was for the oil, because to stabilize the region, the Saudis demanded that oil, and then every so often we have to buy it from them to keep the region stabilized, which they fund their war against Yemen with it, and we have to supply them with drones, and then they attack Yemen, and the Yemenis people hate us for that, saying, well, the Americans are funding the war, and they're killing us, so let's take up arms, get training, and then go kill the Americans.
You said yeah, man.
Yemen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So, Bear, were you there? No.
He was there, man.
Yemen? No.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Right by the beach, boy.
He was collecting that baby oil, man.
I was protecting pipelines and stuff.
Oh, baby oil.
Baby oil.
Do you think it's unnecessary then for us to go over there to the
Necessary?
other unnecessary?
Is it necessary for me to drink my own urine? No.
Is it necessary
it's
to
not.
rub myself in baby oil, man?
But it's sterile. And I like the taste.
Quote.
But
That's dodgeball, by the way, people. Necessary, dude. I don't know. I'd heard stories from the guys from the initial evasion and everything, but I wasn't there, so I can't say anything. I went over in 06 to 07, then 08, 09, back to back. But was there a lot of stuff that we could have done differently? Yeah, and definitely. I mean, if those stories were true that the fellas were telling me, yeah, there's a bunch of crap, whatever. But I mean, unfortunately, we've never experienced fighting people like that before. So, well, the closest thing was kind of like Vietnam, but but not.
even Vietnam had some semblance of an organized military with the VC.
Yeah. But no, dude, I would have probably done things differently, but I wasn't in charge. I'm never in charge anyways. But
Are you sure about that?
not even my day job, people piss me off. I'm like, oh, I just did that for a reason. Wow, it's stupid. I'm like, well, you're gay, so.
Oh, so we're back to the grade school. You're gay! Insults.
Like, oh, you're gonna tell teacher? You're gonna tell teacher with a broken leg? No.
You're gay.
Make her gay. I'm gonna make her leg gay. How about that?
I never understood
Prepare for dry
grade
humping.
school. They're like, oh, you're like a girl. You're such a fag. Wait, what?
What?
Did you just hear yourself, you little 5-year-old punk?
I'm like, oh, she runs like a girl. She's a girl. She's a girl. Trigger, just a super gender. Dude, this episode's going nowhere.
So,
We're just pretty much having fun. We're being dumbasses.
Yeah, we're shooting the stuff.
Like usual. Yeah, except heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Just meth.
Oh, so you just basically disagree with the budget? What did you say? The money?
Yeah, the way the government spends money. Honestly, we don't need as many airplanes that they build. We got enough so they can cut that crap out. A lot of secret projects are going on. Obviously, everybody knows about Area 51. There's also a spot on the outskirts of New York. There's an outskirts spot there's an outskirts spot in California. There's also like 4 more stateside. Even my friend knew about one, and then he quit talking about it over the phone, which is really weird because like he called me and I was like, "Hey, dude, what happened to that one spot you're talking about?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, no." And then he completely changed the subject, and I was like, I had said something. I can't say it over this microphone, but I had said something.
We'll get more listeners now.
Execute Order 66.
But I had said something to the effect like, "Oh, are you compromised or something like that?" And then he was like, "Yeah, my mom's doing fine," or something, to let me know. Yes. So it's like, oh crap. I'm like, oh okay. I can't tell you where the place is at either, but he's still living, by the way.
It's in California.
And he's living well. It's in California. I just mentioned that one, folks. I said, yeah, there's one here in California.
Somewhere.
And this is not
So
true.
what bothers you about the lifestyle in America compared to the other places you've been?
Oh, dude, unappreciative, spoiled-ass brats that have everything.
Faded trigger.
Tell how it is. Tell how it is.
And no, they whine.
seriously,
They
tell
whine
how it
about
is.
problems that they don't have. It's just like
California?
This I said Californians. It's the same thing. Like this generation, dude, of whiners and.
Because you seem like legit poor places.
Oh hell yeah! No,
Like we've never experienced hunger. Like we don't know what hungry is.
We don't know what starvation
We don't know what
is.
fear
I know what that is.
We don't know what.
Like, we don't know what
drought.
fear is. We don't know any of that. Like we don't know what it means
no,
to survive. Like we never experienced.
Honestly, sweating in fear is a sweat that you've never honestly experienced before.
Or you want to experience.
Your adrenaline goes and
It sucks.
and your heart rate is out of control and but then you start to get used to certain things, so it's like you
learn how to control it.
Yeah, you learn how to control it and stuff like that, whatever. But it's
the first initial panic is usually the worst.
I don't know, it's kind of fun though.
It is. Well, it depends
it
how
makes you
you
feel
interpret
alive.
it. Yeah, it makes. Yeah, the closer you are to death, the more you feel alive.
Yeah, there's nothing like
That's why I ride a bike.
When
Quote
adrenaline
me
goes
on
up, it's like your vision goes like this.
You heard me.
there's nothing like coming down with the adrenaline of a near-death experience. It's great fun.
So when you have a gun pointed at you and your adrenaline goes up, you're like your vision expands. You're like, oh,
Yeah, I get
shit.
bigger. He's like, what's
going on?
I am Kareem, and a black man just walked into the store.
Oh no!
I know you're still.
Funny because I
What are you doing?
have mostly white people point guns at me.
Hey, just that
Those are
one
police
time.
officers.
You were doing
That was
186 on the
time.
freeway.
That was one time.
How many police officers does it take to screw in the light bulb? 0. They beat the room for being black.
Yeah.
They taser it. No. So doesn't need no more light bulbs.
They shoot the walls and plant a gun.
Alright, so what were we talking about?
I have no clue.
No, like
Something about the
different,
pansy ass lip
yeah,
cards.
What pisses me off about generations in it's modern day third wave feminism, modern day liberalism, modern day Democrats, modern day all these people that have this left-minded socialistic or communistic theories and stuff like that.
What do you think they get
They
it?
want to take it to America. Professors, I mean, like liberal professors, they get it at school when they're supposed to be learning about, actual education or history or whatever, dude.
Evolution.
Yeah, they had to learn something stupid like evolution and socialism and communism and all that crap, whatever. It's just like that one stupid professor. What was he from? Like Berkeley, the dude that was super skinny and the big ass hair. And
Skulls professor. No.
Skulls professor.
He
touched
his
him.
bum.
Twice.
Let's just say you failed the class. Alright, what professor?
He taught. I forgot his name, dude. But then he ended up.
The Mitchell Kaku guy?
No, but he ended up getting caught, like on this adult site or something, whatever. When he was into, I don't know. I know a sadist is a person that likes giving pain, but what is
sadist?
Yeah, sadist.
Never heard of that.
Yeah, sadist is a person that enjoys seeing people in pain or enjoys inflicting pain on people.
That's aroused.
He was that submissive?
Huh?
He was a submissive?
No. Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
But that guy wasn't a sadist. He was the receiver. So he liked being beaten and mistreated, and he actually made videos on like a pornographic site or something.
Also, he was aroused by those types of.
I guess I don't
He's
know.
one of those
but-
dudes in leather straps with a ball in his mouth.
Well, yeah. I don't know. They showed a still shot
Either
of
or.
it. They showed a still shot of it. And it was,
Anyways.
it was disgusting.
Anyway, what about?
But yeah, no, that's the mind that's teaching your kids. You know, it's just like, dude, like, they talk about background checks for weapons. I mean, holy smokes, man. What about background checks on freaking professors? And run their face recognition to, like, everything on the internet or some crap like that. I mean, the thing that, like, safe spaces on college campuses is completely retarded. It's useless. It's worthless. And it's,
guns aren't allowed on campus.
as a complaint, it's,
What do you think about you as a kid? These generations now today, you as a kid can't do anything on a school ground without being noticed. Like, you say a bad remark to someone, you're caught just like that because they have cameras all over the school campus.
well, now they do, yeah.
Yeah, now they do. How different do you think that generation's gonna be from our generation? I mean,
Why? I sound old, dude, but like how we used to handle it, you went up and socked somebody in the face. I mean,
like
you just went out and handled it. I mean,
Snitches get stitched.
yeah, I mean,
Go behind
snitches-
the gym.
But now
Personally, I think-
snitches and freaking, you know, now kids are just like, oh, hug it out and talk and all this other crap. No, man, these kids need their ass whooped is what really needs to happen.
I think sometimes
you meet me at the flagpole at 3 p.m.
Being
tomorrow.
bullied is good sometimes, though. I would think
Hey,
because it builds
Well, no,
because it builds character. It
Yeah, but some kids can't handle it though.
Yeah, that's true. Everyone's
Well, like,
different.
Everyone's
They're-
different. You
they're
can't
the
just
bottom of
assume
the totem
everyone's
pole.
the same.
exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone's different, but
well, like for me,
what about the kids that don't do anything? They just
No. I mean, like,
Nothing
let's
happens
go
in their
back to
life.
like the
They're
whole gun situation with that kid from Florida. He was bullied, and then
how about the guy from Vegas?
Allegedly.
allegedly, yeah. So he was.
How about the guy from Vegas? Nothing bad happened to him. He's just a completely normal guy.
You know,
That's 'cause the
all,
government
all those
did it.
all those shooters, they're
Nothing-
white.
No,
they're all
no,
white
we
and
bullied
scrawny
on
and bullied.
online. We bullied the Vegas shooter online.
yeah. Well,
Nothing.
let's go with
normal
the,
guy.
It's like nice
Let's
tattoo,
go in with
queer.
the
What
bully
about
thing.
the Joker guy that shut up the theater?
Oh, he was just a mentally insane person who was.
Okay,
on
so yeah, that's another thing.
antipsychotics.
How do we classify them as mentally insane to not?
Everybody in this
You know what I
world
mean?
has had some type of shit they've been through.
Exactly. So
You
how
can't-
can
Well,
Profile every
Faded
single
trigger.
person.
right.
Everybody's been through some type of shit.
Can I step back to the bullying thing really quick and for a personal example?
Permission denied.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. But with bullying, that from about the time of 4th grade, when I didn't want to vote for Obama in some stupid class election.
4th grade?
Yeah,
Fourth grade,
What the-
Obama.
yeah. When Obama's first term, I was in that election. I was in 4th grade.
How young are you?
I'm 19.
Ish.
And a half. No.
How old do you think I am?
He's 19 and
I mean,
5'8".
you're the oldest ones here, now,
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I feel like a complete old
Also,
fart
he's in his
now.
30s. So.
but anyway,
right?
so I was bullied
Oh man.
from the time I was in 4th grade until I was a freshman in high school, and the bullying just kept continuing.
It's because you're white.
Yeah, pretty much.
And he shot everybody.
Hey,
You seen those
hey,
memes? When the white, was it?
When you
When
look
the
at
white
your
kid
buddy-
reaching in his bag and the teacher's already.
when you hear
I think I
when you
sent
hear
you that one. That was
pumped up kicks
hilarious.
come over the intercom and
She's
a bunch of
quicker than
kids,
you.
bunch of kids running down the hallway. You look at your buddy like, it's the guy that we predicted. But no, so I just eventually had to say, F it, and I'm gonna go to one of the main dudes that's giving me the BS.
Chuck Steve and go punch him in the face.
Yeah, this kid named Michael just kept giving me crap, and I was like, and I was like, all right, dude, I'm tired. I'm gonna say exactly what I told him. I got like this far from his face, and I said, I'm tired of your shit. You're gonna
this
meet
far.
me.
This far, people.
How old were you?
This far.
Oh, I was 13, 14.
Was
would
he a
Jesus
singer?
do? No.
And he had a Peter Pan land?
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, let him continue.
But anyway, I got
Neverland.
tired of him, and I got like 2 inches from his face, and I said, I'm tired of your shit. me and you are going to handle this at the bus stop after school.
Yeah.
And everybody got onto that one bus to see the fight. Scrawny little dude. People had to, the fear and the intimidation he had in his eyes because he saw my facial expression. He thought he was going to die. People had to push him towards me, and then he just kept running off. And after 4, 5, 6 minutes, I don't know how long, I just said, dude, you're not even worth it. You're a pussy. You run your mouth. You ain't going to do anything. And I'm leaving.
Then he comes tomorrow with the gun.
Yeah.
Did he give him a Bible track?
And so the next day, go back into school. Me and this kid get called up to the principal's office, and the principal, big intimidating black dude, he's like, Mr. Delaney, why were you gonna fight him? I was like, oh no, it wasn't. And he's like,
Mr. Delay, right?
We can edit it. Yeah.
You better.
Yeah. Spelled with a Y.
How's his voice? Did he have like a...
Oh, big. Okay, think about the Allstate insurance dude.
Let me tell you, you can save 5% on your car insurance right now.
You're in good hands.
Stop fighting.
You're in good.
You're in good
And
hands.
so basically, I was like, all right, well, you have the recordings on. I came to you guys first, did everything I was supposed to do. You guys didn't do anything. So basically, me and the kid got an in-school suspension for 2 or 3 days, and then after that, the kid was running his mouth, saying,
In school suspension?
well, you go to school, but you're locked up for the day.
Yeah, you're like in detention, pretty much. That's pretty much.
Is that what those room thingies are? Those cube thingies?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been in it.
I've never seen it.
No
Yeah.
idea. But anyway, so how do you compare that to like handling your problems to compare to somebody who would go to an actual school and start shooting?
Well,
What?
I don't understand the point you're bringing up, though.
Would you consider him? Would you consider him mentally ill, or would you consider him just pushed to the point where he decides to take another human life?
honestly, I don't think it's because of bullying pushed to the point where he's like, oh, I'm so pissed, I'm gonna
Murder everybody.
murder everybody. Because me personally, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to beat the crap out of the kids that were giving me the grief. And
It's funny you're getting picked on because, like, in 7th grade, dude, you were already 6'4".
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna pick on you. It's like, dude, you're 5'1".
5'6". 5'6".
But no, and it's these kids that are saying, "Oh, it's because of bullying that everybody's shooting up the place." It's total crap. It has no bearing. If you look at it, it starts because at a young age, boys are hyperactive. If you look at the majority of school shootings, it's boys. As young people, men have.
Are you sure they're not women? No.
Assuming gender.
Yes, I'm assuming gender. Deal with it. But no, at a young age, boys are more hyper than girls, and schools see this and say, "Oh well, he's hyper, and so that must mean he has ADHD." So they say, "Okay, well he has ADHD." They pump him on meds. They Adderall, Ritalin, fill in the blank. They give him these. So they give them these meds that rewire their brain, and so they go on and they develop other mental disorders because of the ADHD medication when they were given as a young child, and then they develop
Only if they're white. No.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Every school shooter in history got touched in the bum. That's why. So
Skulls
don't touch your kids in the bum.
Yeah, and so because the chemicals
Stay
in
away
those,
from the bum.
in those medications rewire the brain, there's more mental illness that probably wasn't there in the beginning. The ADHD probably wasn't there, but the school can make a quick buck off of a kid who's on ADHD pills. They can get $10,000 more worth of funding for a student.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. How can you, like, these kids that are considered mentally ill, like, are they really?
No, half the time not.
Because they have, like, if you do the ADHD, like, literally, like you said, every boy, or everybody anyways, every kid is going to be hyperactive
Yeah.
naturally because
Like any good doctor will tell a parent, yeah, stop feeding your child sugary crap for breakfast.
stop giving them soda, stop giving them
Yeah.
candies,
Higher
blah,
protein.
blah, blah,
Give 'em
blah.
an apple. Yeah.
Give them an apple. Give them something healthy.
Give them higher protein, healthier snacks. Make sure they play for like 2 hours a day, and then they're fine.
No video games.
But the schools get these children on meds young age, and then they grow up needing more and more meds because it creates a literal physical dependency, and because those medications rewire how the brain works. Later on, it will and can cause other mental illness, and they need more and more different psychoactive medications.
The parents can say no to the medication, though, right?
They can, but most parents won't.
Yeah, when a
because they're-
doctor tells you, "Hey, your kid needs this," I mean,
Yeah.
what kind of parents gonna be like, "No"?
No.
Like your parents gonna be like, "Oh, okay, my kid."
Are they dying?
You know what I mean?
Are they dying?
That's the thing.
Okay, they
the
don't need
schools, the schools won't send them to a legitimate medical professional. They'll send them to their medical professional that says, pills.
He needs these pills.
Yeah, yeah. Pump
She
them full of
needs these
speed.
pills.
Pills are good. Pills are good.
So what was the whole point of this?
Man,
Bullying's important.
Bullying's bad.
Bullying's
No,
bad.
it's good.
a little bit of hazing never hurt anybody. I mean, there's only like 4 kids buried in my
I think it
backyard.
builds character.
I mean, like it depends what kind of bullying. If you got a kid that's getting picked on, getting beat up every single day, can't even, you know what I mean, can't even function at school because he's so scared. Obviously, that's wrong.
That's right.
But if somebody's gonna go and like have a conversation, like you're gonna make fun of them, I mean, like,
If they
is
can
that
handle it,
bullying?
it's different.
Yeah, they,
I'll
like,
say if it's for a small period of time, then it's good. It builds character. If it's like
if everyone's
your
like,
school existence, you know, like
yeah, you're going home with
That's-
black
that's
guys.
bad.
And,
Well, yeah, that's another thing with the medication. It creates these children as outcasts because a lot of times they'll be sent to a special class.
yeah, and then the kids are gonna think something's wrong with me.
Yeah, and
I'm different. What's wrong with me?
yeah, not only that, but
Pull
the
up
other
to the scene with the ceiling missing.
Yep.
yeah, the other kids will see them. Okay, they're in the special class, so let's pick on them. These kids, they're uneven as is because the meds mess up how they think. My brother was one of those kids that was put on ADHD medication.
Don't mention names.
I'm not.
Okay.
Who's your brother? No.
Where's he live? Pepsi.
but,
Coke family.
and he
We're
was
sponsored by Coke.
his name was Caesar.
Little.
he was
Little
put,
Caesar.
he was put on
A lot
ADHD
of
medication, and
Little
that
weight.
screwed up how his brain works. And
Is that the short one or the tall one?
tall one,
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
well.
you know, and he
Well,
was
I know. I've met his brother. That's why.
yeah, and he was picked on, put in the special remedial classes, and and yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he was a school shooter today.
In this day and age, yeah, probably.
FBI. We are located.
Look up Caesar Little. Caesar Pequeño.
His middle name is Cheese. His last name is Pepperoni. You need to find him.
And his sub name is Crust.
He likes to get baked.
Smoke trigger.
Like smoke trigger.
He goes to
Yeah,
Jared
how far-
from Subway and gets a full foot long.
Han ready. No.
I'm ready.
You're not gonna live that down, are you?
You SpongeBob. I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, so
Skull, you're queer for missing this episode.
what else are we talking about then? Faded. What's the next topic?
Well, how far are we in?
We got like one more segment.
Yeah, 10 more minutes.
We're foot
10 more minutes? Okay.
We got one more little discussion.
I think bullying's important.
That's all I'm talking about bullies.
Oh yeah,
I've been
yeah.
bullied. I think
Bullies.
it's fine.
No, yeah, I've been
Psychoactive
Everybody's
medication.
been bullied. I think.
I've been bullied because I was outnumbered. That's the reason I was bullied.
Yeah.
That's after me.
Well, I went from a Mexican school to a white school, and there weren't too many of us
They
there.
don't like your beard.
No.
He had that beard since he came out the womb. He's like, Father, this is a beard.
I came out with a brush and beard balm. I'm like, oh.
I'm the man of the house. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain now. And then
Show me the way.
And then my
Doctor's like, you gotta shave. Oh, never mind. It's your son's face. Oh.
Alright, so I guess we can just touch on public schools a little bit in America.
Let's talk about
Or no?
public schools and
School shootings.
Not school shooting.
Enough with the street.
What do you call it?
I'm gonna go shoot something tomorrow.
Homeschooled.
And school shootings.
Are there?
I will say
Statistically,
Are there
there is more
school shootings?
Yeah, statistically, there are more school shootings in public schools than homeschools. No.
Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, I've only
Quote that. No.
Yeah, but public school. I am going to say this because I've gone to public school most of my life, and then I went to not really a private school, but yet it's still a private school.
So like my question is kind of like what me and Fady would talk about. Do you think it's appropriate for your kids or for younger kids to go to private school or be homeschooled than go to public school?
Well, homeschool,
Because
yeah.
like, no, I mean like, well, before you guys jump in, our opinion, I guess I could say, is that if you get homeschooled, you're losing the experience of the kids and the people out in the world. Because obviously,
Not necessarily.
realistically, if you're going to be homeschooled,
You have no.
you're going to end up being,
interaction.
eventually you're going to have to get a job. Eventually you're going to have to be out in the world. So do you think that's depriving them of the experience
Mr.
of
556,
people?
you were homeschooled. Are you socially awkward?
Yes, but yeah, but no.
There's your answer.
No, my social awkwardness comes from years and years and years of terrible abuse.
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
No, but like that's kind of like
backfired.
But no, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
but like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you're depriving, not like you're depriving, but like you're kind of
It's
setting
harder
up
to
these kids that are gonna have an expectation of what to expect,
Yeah.
and the reality is the world's gonna be different.
With
Well,
younger children, I'm saying up to 5th grade, definitely homeschool them because those are the most impressionable years. You want to train a young child, starting from the time they're 3 till the time they're 12, in the way you want them to go. You need to teach them the fundamentals of hard work.
Faded trigger.
I mean, I kind of agree.
Get
What
the
do you
Satanist
think? What do you
Bible
think
out.
about that?
Well, I mean, what's wrong with the schools is the parents don't give a shit about the kids. I mean, if the parents are there,
They use it as a baby.
yeah, baby, it's
babysitter.
babysitter time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the parents are with the kid and like in interaction with like everything, homework, schoolwork,
Honestly, I
looking
like-
over what's going on,
Excuse me.
then I don't see a problem with
Don't see a
it.
problem with it. What do you
I
think?
like what Japan does. Japan
Burn your feet.
The
no.
abortion. Abortion.
No, that's China. That's China. No, what Japan does is you send your kids to in quote school out quote, and
They get beaten.
no. Besides that, no, they go to a etiquette school for like the first 3 years. So there, I think it's. I'm just saying I like what
This
they
is America episode.
but this is Belgium. But
I want my waffles!
No. I think when they're age 3 or 4, they go to this in quote school, out quote, but they go there for 3 years, I think, and it's nothing but etiquette, manners, how to speak to people, respect, and like so on and so forth. And
Yeah, but
stuff
some
like that.
teachers,
I
go
think-
over that with their kids.
No, but
Guess what?
I like that. I like that a lot better because it teaches your kids, the fundamentals of respecting your parents,
yeah.
respecting your elders, time management. They still get their fun time. They
Yeah,
still
but
get
here
their
the
time.
parents should be going over that shit with their kids, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, the parents won't.
No, but
Okay,
they
well,
should.
that's
That's not
another-
the school's fault. That's
But
the
that's
parents'
another
fault.
episode on itself. Women in the workplace, and this is going to sound
Feminist.
feminist trigger, chauvinistic. But women are obviously better caretakers for children. So like having the woman at home, being a home mom, to stay being a stay-at-home mom, and the man going out there and working, dude. That way you don't have to pay for a caretaker. Your wife can stay home and teach the kids 1, 2s, 1, 2, 3s, ABCs,
It's fucking
colors and all that
expensive.
stuff, whatever. Yeah, instead of doing a private school, someone can stay home with the kids.
No.
And so on and so forth and stuff like
And
that.
that's what I was-
So what do you have to say, Bam? We cut you off. What was
My
your-
fun fact: they have no custodians in Japan
I know.
at the school systems. Yep, they have the kids clean the whole school.
Oh yeah,
every day
rice cakes.
to
Society,
teach
they
them.
do that in the Philippines.
Yeah, they teach them
Rice
how
cake?
to clean
Okay.
up your own mess,
Rice
be
cake?
respectful, and to pretty much you're like learning how
And-
to work.
and-
All right, 556. Continue.
And I think Bear.
It's a 556 episode.
I think Bear hit it right on the head when he said the mother should be at the home. And with children
Now
up to
white
fifth
and
grade,
Mexican.
I can understand homeschooling, and at that point, if the parents wanted to send them to a public school or a private school, because they would have learned the fundamentals in the home and how to treat people, how to.
But you can still do that even going to school. Though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's okay to send your kid to a public school as long as you be a parent and you tell them what their friends
Right
are doing.
and wrong
Yeah,
and
right
so
and
on and
wrong,
so
the
forth,
morals.
You can be
et
involved
cetera,
as
et
much as
cetera.
you want. Though.
Yeah, I think being involved is what really helps your child.
Being involved, not
Yeah.
controlling.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess if you want to do that route, I could see it. Like,
Yeah.
it probably would be a better route because you have obviously more family time, but like you don't want that social awkwardness.
And now
where,
you know why Bear's single.
you don't want that social awkwardness where the
wanna stay
kid's
home?
gonna
No.
end up
Bye.
going to school and he's not gonna know how to act with other kids. He's
Yeah.
not gonna know how these kids are. Because I think it's important as well, like you said, between that age group, that's important for the kid to understand. Like, hey, you're gonna be in the world one day. These are how the people are gonna act, and you need to understand not how to fit in exactly, but how to cope with these people.
How to avoid stuff.
How to avoid stuff, especially,
How to take care
and
of
how to deal with
How to
it,
take care of yourself,
and how
yeah.
to take care of yourself, because you're gonna be put in these situations as an adult, and if you don't have any child experience or any prior experiences,
You're gonna fall into the peer pressure. 'cause
you're
you
gonna
don't know-
fall into the peer pressure. You're
Yeah.
not
Understand.
gonna know.
Those damn Mexicans.
Yeah, like me.
Tequila.
I was raised feral. I had an abusive father who didn't give two craps about anything. So I was pretty much raised feral, and I've had to learn everything by my own study.
Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
That's
well,
why I want to go fast, right?
but no, and it's
A little bit of shaking, baby.
without parents there. That's another reason why we have the country in the state it is. Because if you look at serial killers, school shooters, rapists, you fill in the blank, most criminals don't have one or both of their parents in their life, and 9 times out of 10, it's because they don't have a good father. And
A father figure,
yeah, and a lot of it is most of them go to a public school where the parents aren't involved.
Democrat trigger.
Yeah, really. And if you want to get more technical, it's kind
Because
of,
the kids that are there, the parents aren't involved. They're obviously always the bad kids. Like
yeah, they're
the ones that always never go to recess. They never have any fun. You know, they're-
well, a fatherless home is a horrible home, also, whatever, because there's no real discipline.
Structure,
there.
yeah.
There's no real structure, dude. Like, I was fortunate and blessed enough to grow up with my Papa Bear and my mom. You know, my mom, she had a different type of disciplinary action, but all she had to do was just say, "Well, I'm gonna tell your dad." I just dropped whatever the hell I was doing, dude, and completely flipped the script, because my dad, like, I have pretty heavy hands. My dad has heavier hands, and he would smack you, dude, and you would feel it, like, you know. And he would rarely need to use a belt. He would just have to yell like that, you know. Like, my arm, like, oh, my shoulders dislocated. No. I'm calling CPS.
I don't know how many CPS
like
cases
CPS
there
was
were against
actually-
my father. Yeah, 9 out of 10
Oh,
times.
shit was there.
Yeah, most of the times they got dropped because we were all too afraid of them to tell the truth. Anyway,
And
Bams, what is your
that's why
take?
you weren't a school shooter.
nope.
Say what now?
What is your take on public schools? or
there's a big
homeschools?
difference there between fear and respect.
Oh yeah,
Public
like
schools are good. No, yeah, I respect my dad.
I
I have a fear for him.
No, yeah, but
that's
respect.
because he put the fear of God in me.
yeah.
No,
Like
It's just respect, though.
I was always in constant fear of my
Coming after
father, not out of a healthy, respectful fear,
No, I
but of
know.
a fear is like, okay, is today the day he takes my life?
No, I
Is
know.
today the day he puts my head through another wall? You know, so on and so forth.
You roll up on Spike and Skull like that? I'm just a radio guy.
Where's the podcast?
So
So we're gonna wrap it up.
yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. I was gonna say something else, I forgot.
Got deep there for a second.
I mean, that could be another episode on its own, just the whole homeschooling.
Well,
and,
we could just finish out and then we can continue.
Oh yeah, real quick. The whole homeschool thing. The different churches I've gone to, a lot of those kids were homeschooled or even private school and stuff like that, whatever. But the fellowship and the interaction that they get with the other kids during church and even outside of church, you know, they'll have play times, or kids will get together and go over houses, whatever. That's a really good social experiment because they still get to interact with other kids and they get to see them
Well, not the
on a
same,
regular
though.
basis. It's necessarily not the same,
Not the same.
but those, not every kid's the same. So
That's
this kid that's super hyper and this kid that's super calm, they'll still find a middle ground to play. You know, play baseball. they'll still crush up. They'll still crush up some Zoloft and sniff it off the hood of the car or something like that.
Hey, I found these
I
pills
remember
in
in
mommy's
junior high,
medicine.
hanging out with church kids, hanging out with kids, your friends at school. They give you little porno stuff. And,
Hey, I've seen a lot of church kids that are
Yeah,
really messed
This
up.
kids used to give us little car, like I used to get them from Vegas and like.
All the Vegas.
Yeah,
trading
no,
cards.
not those, but like they were like the
Vegas
regular cards,
trading
but
cards.
like different girl positions. So they're all naked. So. Remember?
And those were church kids?
No, that's cool. That's cool.
There was skull. Nah.
He got them from the professor.
No, there's a lot of stuff like that going on in 8th grade.
I mean, like, how do you?
Why is skull
what do you
ace of
teach?
spades?
But what do you teach your kids in order to like, if they were to be exposed to that, Bear? Let's say your kid was being obviously homeschooled, then he went to a public school, and then he would be exposed to that. How do you teach your kid
lazy and calm and I was hyper?
about that stuff?
How would I prepare him for it?
Yeah.
Movies. No, seriously. I'd show him certain movies, like certain movies about school or certain movies about
Independence Day. No.
Aliens. I show him Independence Day and be like, I lived through that.
I'm Will Smith. Did it switch me
Fat
out?
lady
I had cosmetic surgery.
I had 2% black.
Oh, shit.
Okay. I'll show you the test results. I'll show you.
No, but there was one time when me and Kuhn were actually going to be in private school. But
What?
I don't
I'm
remember
grateful that never happened.
I don't remember exactly what happened.
We were so close. I remember going to stupid meetings for that stuff. And I was like, no.
You don't want to go do that.
And it was a church. Too.
You don't
Yeah.
want to get touched in your bum bum.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, honestly,
No,
I,
no,
from my own experience, church schools are probably worse than public schools.
Not all.
Not all.
Not all, but-
Very triggered.
With my experience, I would have rather stayed in a public.
Don't be gay.
I don't see nothing wrong with the public school. I don't know.
It's just the parents.
Yeah,
It
no,
comes- it
I
comes down to the
understand,
parents.
but
All right, let me tell you this. Okay, I work at a public school.
we all do.
You're a janitor.
we all
You're the creepy guy in the janitorial closet
Yeah,
with pictures
sure.
of all the children.
No.
You're Freddy Krueger!
He's not Freddy Krueger. That's all I was about to say.
Anyways,
Get back to reality.
I see how hard the staff work. Like one of the ladies that run the after school program. I see how hard they try to take care of the children, and they do a really good job.
All the cheering.
I see how the staff they take care of the children. They do a real good job. But as soon as those parents walk in, man, all I smell is weed and booze and weed and booze and oh man,
Smoke. It's
Smoke
all,
trigger.
it's all parents.
and they're just they
The
cuss
public
at their
schools.
kids.
It's all depends on the parents.
Yeah, they cuss at their kids. They're like, "The fuck you do today?" Like, you're gonna smack them.
Like,
You're
I
gonna
got
take
an
them
A+,
outside
nigga.
so you can't see it.
Rolling
you know?
up on you.
And we can't do nothing about it because they're the parent. Right?
I'm 2% black now. I can say.
They take care of the kid. You
Yeah.
can tell how bad those parents are.
Mhm.
When I can't necessarily say it's all the school system's fault.
Oh, no.
No,
It
I
boils
blame
down
the
to
parents.
the home. Really, I mean, the school system does have a big part, but if there's not a good foundation in the home, that's when everything goes to crap.
Yeah, that's true.
And if you
But-
look at it, it all started in the 1920s with the feminist movement.
But I think also that
Sorry, I
it
call mine.
helps.
All of a sudden, they
How
want to be out of the
people-
kitchen.
Sorry, I call
How
mine.
people are at this.
School shooting.
Yeah.
It helps those kids a lot.
All right, so Barry closes
That
out.
gives them kind of like parents.
Yeah, all right.
If
We
they
will
don't have
continue
it-
this. We will continue this.
Yeah, this
There's
is
a lot
part.
more
This
on
is part 2. America. I don't know.
Not really.
I don't know if Faded had
Is this America?
part
This
1.
was just open discussion.
I thought we were
Open America. It was just It was a Japan. A Japanese Mr. 556 episode. So, thank you for listening. Check us out on SoundCloud,
Thank you very
obviously, iTunes,
Facebook.
BAMS,
Bams.
Facebook,
Instagram.
Twitter.
on Instagram.
Oh no, we don't have a Twitter.
No, not
Not yet.
Panhandling.
Because we're not gay.
Panhandling.
We're gonna
can
tweet
change
Donald
on the side of the road.
You can look at my Gutana on Instagram.
Buy something off the store. No.
Yeah.
We need to get some merch made up. I got a guy.
Our merch is up downtown.
Buy some merch.
All right, so see you guys on the next episode next year.
Just hit up Smoke for the merch.
Don't be a retard.
We out.